me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that Greenlight Maine.
This episode of Greenlight Maine is sponsored by Emera Maine, bringing power to the people of Maine.
Good morning. I'm your host, Julene Gervais, and welcome to Season 4 of Greenlight Maine, the business competition where 26 Maine-based companies compete for the $100,000 grand prize. We have 2 innovative entrepreneurs here today, but as you may already know, only one will get the green light and advance to the next round. But even for those who don't win, Greenlight Maine still supports them in their effort to expand the Maine business community by encouraging feedback from the judges and much, much more. Now, let's meet the judges. I'd like to welcome back a veteran panel. Welcome, Mike Herron.
Thank you so much, Julene. It's great to be here again. Since the last time I was here, I just became President and Chief Operating Officer of Emera Maine. And I'm fortunate to be leading a team of over 400 dedicated employees who provide service to 160,000 customers in northern and eastern Maine.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on your new role.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Marge Barker. Welcome.
Thanks, Julene. It's really nice to be here again. I'm the chapter chair of the Bangor and Belfast branch, Belfast being our newest branch. SCORE is Maine's largest all-volunteer mentoring organization. Through our chapters and our branches, we offer free business mentoring and workshops to entrepreneurs starting their businesses or at any stage that their business might be in.
You do an outstanding job. Thank you. And finally, welcome back, Marion Syverson.
I own Norumbega Financial, which just got voted for the 11th year in a row, Bangor Region's best financial planning firm. Woo, woo.
Congratulations.
I am also a marathoner, which my husband thinks it makes me not very smart. However, I am smart. I'm just a runner.
We definitely know you're smart. Well, thank you all for being here. We're going to talk to you in just a few minutes, but first it's time to introduce the first pitch of the day. I'd like to welcome Beth Weisberger from Gneiss Spice. This is beautiful.
Thank you.
And you just received some recognition. Tell us about that.
We did. We won the SBA Award for Best Home-Based Business for Maine and all of New England.
Excellent. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, welcome to Greenlight Maine. Whenever you're ready, you can begin and just look right at the judges.
Okay. Back in 2009, I was living in a small apartment and I was learning how to cook for myself. I had a tiny kitchen. There was nowhere to store my spices. They were a cluttered mess crammed into this tiny cabinet. I couldn't see what was in there, and so I was buying duplicate spices. I was running out of things mid-recipe, and I thought, there has to be a better way. So after searching, I started Gneiss Spice when the functional and elegant spice storage solution that I wanted didn't exist. So Gneiss Spice magnetic jars take your cluttered spice situation and they transform it into a functional work of art. The magnetic jars will stick to your fridge or a steel backsplash, and they save you valuable kitchen space. The unique hexagon shape fits together, creating a fun honeycomb pattern that adds a pop of color to your kitchen. And our customers tell us that they find Gneiss Spice because they're looking to solve the problem of disorganized spices. But then they say that they purchase specifically from us because we are the most beautiful option available. So we sell direct to consumer online through our website and Amazon.com. We're positioned right now to take advantage of 4 trends in the market. So firstly, everyone's shopping online. 13% of all retail purchases were online the last year. 80% of households bought something online last month. So second, people are downsizing their homes. They need items to help them save space. Third, consumers want earth-friendly materials. Our jars are glass, they're plastic-free, they're durable, so they're an alternative to disposable spice jars. And last, in an effort to be healthy, more people are cooking at home, but they're using whole ingredients, which means they need to use a lot of seasonings. So we are selling primarily to a US market, but when we look at the worldwide market, we see basically double the market size living in the urban areas of the EU and Japan. we are in the process of setting up international distribution using Amazon's fulfillment services to reach these new market areas. Last year, our revenue was over $600,000. This year, our year-over-year growth is 125%. Earlier this year, we received a grant from the Maine Technology Institute to prototype a new lid system that is patentable. And if we receive the award from Greenlight Maine, the $100,000 would go towards buying the necessary components to get this new patent-protected lid system to the market more quickly. Also, I would love to buy a forklift. So, Gneiss Spice started as a DIY project in my tiny kitchen. Friends and family wanted a set, and a business was born. We quickly ran out of space. We relocated to an old barn in Western Maine. I now employ 5 people, and we are projected to easily pass $1 million in revenue for 2018. So if I get the green light from you, we will help secure Gneiss Spice's future in the international marketplace. Thank you.
Nice job, and you're a former teacher.
I am a earth science teacher.
Oh, that's so great. We have a lot of former teachers that come through. They're so smart. They come up with these great ideas. Okay, first question, Mike.
Yeah, Beth, great pitch.
Oh, thank you.
Excellent. So where do you currently manufacture the actual?
So we source the materials with suppliers in the U.S., from abroad, and from here in the United States. And then we assemble everything in our old barn in Western Maine.
Excellent. Thank you.
Marge.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great. It sounds like you're really moving forward. The international market, you feel that this is the time for you to get to that place in your career, or is it something that you're doing because that's just the expectation?
No, I definitely I actually think that's more of even a bigger target market, just because in those urban areas, the apartments are so small, and that, every day we're shipping items to New York, San Francisco, Toronto. So there's clearly market for those products.
Marion.
So I'm a cook.
Oh, yes.
Spices in the light are not as long lasting because they're exposed to sunlight. So that's just a totally off the track, but concern of mine, because they would last less long.
Yeah, great question. So we fundamentally believe that when you keep your spices out, you use them more often. The reality is you want to use your spices up in 6 to 12 months, and they're going to go stale sitting in your cupboard.
Correct.
So I actually prefer the smaller jars for this reason, unless you have a big family, than the larger ones.
Great answers, great questions. We have to take a quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Greenlight Maine would like to thank the Maine Department of Economic and Community Development, the Maine DECD, helping businesses and communities prosper.
At Emera Maine, we know customers rely on us to power their homes and businesses. That's why we're continually working to improve reliability of service and meet our customers' changing needs. Emera Maine wants to help local businesses grow and attract new businesses to northern and eastern Maine. We are deeply invested in our communities because these are our communities too. Emera Maine, bringing power to the people of Maine.
Reaching new customers online is hard. You've tried Facebook, Google Ads, email. You even built a website 10 years ago. You're way too busy to focus on digital marketing, and you're not getting results.
At Dream Local Digital, that's what we do. We've helped businesses nationwide grow with online marketing. We're the experts. Let us help you.
For more information about the presenters and panelists on all the Greenlight Maine shows, visit greenlightmaine.com.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our Sunday morning conversation is with Emera Maine, and welcome to Mike. You currently have a new role. Tell us about that.
Yes, so just recently I was asked to become President and Chief Operating Officer of Emera Maine. That started a journey probably about a year ago. I was working in Tampa for 26 years at Tampa Electric. Emera had bought that company, and they asked if I would come to Emera Maine, Bangor, Maine. So I went to my wife and said, Beth, would you like to go to Bangor? She says, really? Next thing I know, she said, yes. Their journey began. I joined in July of 2017, and it gave us about a year an opportunity to learn about the state and work with Alan Richardson, the current president. He was so well respected in the industry, and I'd able to learn a ton from him over that time. And the board voted at the end of June this year, and now I have the new role, so it's very exciting. And we have about 400 employees dedicated at Emera Maine, and those employees serve about 160,000 customers in 5 counties in northern and eastern Maine.
Excellent. Well, congratulations to you. So you've been here in Maine a little bit over a year. What do you think? Do you love it? And you're staying forever, right?
Yeah, in fact, you know what? We bought a house in like 2 days.
Oh, so great.
And we sold our home in Tampa, so that we've already committed that we're keeping this house
Perfect.
forever.
All right. So as you move forward, you know, you have a big role to fill. What's on your mind?
One of the biggest things that I would say is on my mind and on the mind of our employees as well. At Emera and Emera Maine, safety is more important than any work that we do. And we want our employees to be safe as well as the people we serve, our customers. We live and work injury-free to the extent that we can. And what we're trying to do is have our employees go home the same way they come to work.
Perfect. So tell us about how things are always evolving and changing in power companies, right?
Yes. Wow. That's a great question. One of the things we see changing is the way our customers are doing business all over, whether it be shopping, banking, you name it.
Absolutely.
And we need to innovate as an electric utility. And so some of the things we're trying to do is make it easier for them to do business with us. Most recently, we've improved the way that they can call us to get information. Next, we're looking at revamping our websites to make it easier as well. In the future, what we found is our customers, especially during storms, would like to get information in new ways, and they love text. So we're looking at how we can provide outage restoration information by text. So stay tuned.
Perfect. Well, texts are great. And you mentioned storms, like storms are never far away, are they? So let's talk about how you prepare for these storms. I think folks at home would love to know.
Yeah, I would love to tell you this. Our team prepares year-round for storms. We know that it's very important that we have a process for safe and reliable restoration. So one of the things we look at, we actually have weather services that help us pinpoint where there's going to be potential impacts. In advance of those impacts, we stage resources and materials so that we can get them back safely.
Sounds great. So one last question, advice to contestants on the show.
Yeah, I would think that the advice I could give is that they have a great opportunity to tell their story. You know, be bold, be proud, be confident.
Awesome, that's great advice. Well, we are so happy to have you. Thanks for coming on, and we're just psyched to have you as a judge, so look forward to more throughout the course of today.
Thank you, Jillian.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna hear our second pitch. Don't go away.
For almost 25 years, Maine Biz has been providing business news, information, and analysis for business owners and C-level executives in Maine. From Fort Kent to Kittery, Maine Biz serves the decision makers of Maine across multiple channels, including its flagship print digital publication, website, events, daily report, real estate insider, and weekly newsletter. Let Maine Biz help your business succeed. Inform, engage, connect.
The small community here at Husson, the small class sizes, the friendly people, professors and faculty, Husson's the place to be.
Big hearts here. A lot of passion goes into the school, not only the students, but the faculty.
I was gonna come here and play football, but then finding out about all the other stuff that they have, it kind of like opened up my eyes a little bit.
My dad always told me, you always want to go someplace where you're liked, and I feel like Husson brought that to me.
To find more resources on how to start and grow your business, visit greenlightmaine.com.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. Our second pitch is the Rope Co. with Logan Ratcliffe. You are a fifth-generation lobsterman, and this sort of matriculated out of that?
Right.
And you just recently had some good recognition. Tell us about that.
Right, yeah. So a little while ago, we were in Architectural Digest for one of our products, and that's, very exciting. Pretty excited about it. And, we're here to present. Yeah.
Well, we're so happy to have you. Welcome to Greenlight Maine. And these are absolutely beautiful. I'm standing on them, and they're almost too nice to stand on, which I know you don't want to hear because people are going to use them for years and years and years. But anyway, whenever you're ready, look right at the judges, and you can begin.
Okay, awesome. All right, thank you, Julene. In 2011, I graduated from UMO's engineering department. And at that time, during college, I decided that I wanted to start my own business. So by the winter of 2013, I was making rope doormats in a boat shop in my sternman. And after that, we went on to go to our first trade show here in Portland, Maine. At the first trade show, we had basically no idea what we were doing. We just saw opportunity. What do people like about Maine Mag? What do people like about Maine Home and Design and Down East Magazine? They love Maine. They love the Maine lifestyle and what it represents, what it is. They love honest, true, simple, clean, fresh stuff. It's the way life should be, right? The Rope Co. makes products that fills the homes and lives of people that love these types of things. What do you think of when you put on a pair of LL Bean boots or put an Old Town canoe in the water? I think this thing is designed well, it's rugged, it's gonna last, it's beautiful, I love it. And we manufacture products that have the same benefits as these. We have been going to international trade shows now for 4 years. We found that people love this clean, simple Maine look that we have, and both on the East and West Coast. Last year, we were a $450,000 company, and this year we're on track for $1 million. I see us as a $3 million company in 3 years, and we're currently selling in Japan, US, of course, Canada, Europe, and Australia. All our products are made here in Maine, and we plan to keep it that way. My grandfather presented us with an opportunity last year. He started multiple manufacturing companies, and he is an expert in that area. So the process to make these beautiful placemats that you see here is an old process, old machines, but the process he developed is new and unique, and I believe this is one of a kind as far as I know. This is a great opportunity. We can sell these at great margins, and we're really excited about it. So I showed these at trade shows last year. Responses were great. People were pre-ordering things, and I wasn't even trying. We also sent out 40 samples to our wholesale accounts. Response was amazing. Everybody loved them. They'd buy them for their friends. So what we'd use $100,000 for is equipment and other things to get this placemat machine up and running. And I see us as a $10 million company in 5 years.
Great job. So you've got the mats, you have the storage bins, and now you're going to branch into the placemats.
Right.
Awesome. First question, Mike.
Yeah, so I was curious, you mentioned you're manufacturing, that's right, it's actually in Maine?
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations, I think
you.
That's great. So what do you see the next challenge for you to scale up from where you are right now? I think you said you're on track for maybe $1 million this year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the next challenge is just creating these products, coming up with the right design and the right things, and then launching them and selling.
Marge.
Thank you. First of all, congratulations on your Architectural Digest article. That's great.
Thank you, Marge.
The placemats, what are they made of, and what is the appeal? I know you said that it's an old style process made new again.
They're made out of polyester. They're knitted, and they're machine washable. You can throw them in. They clean easy. They're heavy. They're rugged. They're real deal.
Marion.
So, are all of your products made with lobster stuff? What am I asking?
All these products, you said the rope doormats, baskets, everything is made out of rope. This is a different process, but it's the Maine lifestyle. You know, we see opportunity and we jump on it.
What made you? Can I have another question?
Real quick.
What made you go into placemats after being in rugs?
We're already at these shows, and this is a great opportunity with good margins, quality product that'll fit right in with what we're doing.
Okay. Perfect. All right, great questions by our judges. We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to hear what our judges have to say, so don't go away.
Furniture for Greenlight Maine is provided by Thomas Moser Furniture, handmade American furniture since 1972.
Forever Marked diamonds. Beautiful, rare, responsibly sourced. Available at all Days Jewelers locations in Maine and New Hampshire.
In 1972, Tom Moser committed his life's work to craft, and 4 decades later employs 70 fine craftsmen and women in our shop in Auburn, Maine. With showrooms and customers from coast to coast and numerous awards and accolades, Tom has firmly established himself as an entrepreneurial tour de force and has proven that a life doing what you love is indeed possible.
This year's winner of Greenlight Maine will win this handmade Thomas Moser beacon box and $100,000.
Reaching new customers online is hard. You've tried Facebook, Google Ads, email. You even built a website 10 years ago. You're way too busy to focus on digital marketing, and you're not getting results.
At Dream Local Digital, that's what we do. We've helped businesses nationwide grow with online marketing. We're the experts. Let us help you.
Broadcast facilities are provided by Husson University's NESCOM, the New England School of Communications.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. It's deliberation time, and the folks at home want to know what you all think of these two excellent companies. They did a great job pitching today. Let's kick it off with Gneiss Spice, only because Beth pitched first. What do you think, Marion?
I love her distribution channel. Having Amazon is a big deal. The con to that is having Amazon is a big deal. And if anything happens to the Amazon distribution link, that could be a problem. But she is increasing her website and trying to make sure she gets more stuff there for repeat sales, et cetera, and for making things special for each person, so individualizing sales. So I think she's doing an awesome job.
She is. I mean, being on Amazon as long as she has been for 6 years now is really helping her, and she hasn't had to go too far outside with her marketing plan, so she has so much opportunity before her.
Exactly.
Okay, Marge.
She has the use of the online. She has a space-saving product that I think is extremely important. I like the fact that she's green and that she's saving the earth, and the glass component of it. Right. Yes. And more people are doing home cooking nowadays. They have less preservatives, more fresh, and I think that having these the glass jars, it makes that conducive. The con, I think, would be going into the international market and putting all her eggs into that one basket. I'm a little concerned about that, but I really like to see the work that she's done so far.
Great. Mike.
Yeah, I'd say one of the things that's a pro is I like the kits that she was putting together. Very varied, different types.
Absolutely.
And she's done a good job in putting those together, and I think that she's seeing associated rise in sales because of it. So that is really good marketing. Next, as a con, I think there's the focus on the jars, which she mentioned, but at the same time, that potentially can just be a limitation because she's talking about her name being Gneiss Spice. And so that's just something I'd be considerate of.
Sure, that's
also,
interesting. I
mean, she's got the patent pending. I think that's an interesting direction to go in, that she's being so creative from her science background to sit back and say, okay, so how can we make this even better to keep these spices even fresher? And her potential expansion into other size jars because of the limitation of her name. Nevertheless, all the other ways those magnetic containers might be used.
For the other product lines, sure, like candy or toiletries, all kinds of different stuff, beads. Yep, so we got to switch gears now. The Ropeco. What do you think? Marge.
So I like the Ropeco. I like the fact that it's a family business. I like the fact that they're the ones, the family is the one that actually make the ropes. They use it not only for their product, but also for lobstering. I like the idea that they're expanding their market without drowning themselves in a product that is going to take a great deal of their revenue. Their placemats seem to be the idea of, is that cost effective product that they can sell that can actually bring up their margins. I really like the thoughtfulness of that company.
Perfect. Mike.
Yeah, I would say one of the things that I noticed is that Logan did a good job in trying to talk about the history of the company and how he's 4th to 5th generation. But then there's this concept of the Maine style. you know, clean, simple. I thought he did a really good job of branding. I know he said he had this engineering background, but it sounded like he had a marketing background. So I thought it was really innovative.
Absolutely. They have a great story to tell, a great brand, fits right in with the way life should be here in Maine, right? So we only have a minute left, so let's get some final thoughts, starting with you, Marianne.
I would have to say, I think Ropeco's potential for growth is bigger because of the high-end nature of his product, and because of using the Maine stamp, and how he is trying to not dilute his brand in any way by going discount.
Marge.
Yeah, I like Ropeco, although I did like the Spice Company also. I just feel that Ropeco has a better direction that they're following.
Sure.
Yeah, as I look at both companies, I think they both have a future. I think Ropeco's...
absolutely, sure.
They definitely, when you look at one of the things that Ropeco has to consider now is they scale up. How they're going to manufacture their product, it's handmade. Will they continue that, or will they have to automate in some way?
Great discussion. Thank you so much. We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, find out who gets the green light. Don't go away.
To find more resources on how to start and grow your business, visit greenlightmaine.com.
We're very proud of the product we make and the way that we make it. The most important features of our original dog vest are in its design. Traditional lenders, they steer away from unproven track records.
In you come. Hold up.
CEI gave us the opportunity to build a track record, show that our future path will be more solid than our past.
At Emera Maine, we know customers rely on us to power their homes and businesses. That's why we're continually working to improve reliability of service and meet our customers' changing needs. Emera Maine wants to help local businesses grow and attract new businesses to northern and eastern Maine. We are deeply invested in our communities because these are our communities too. Emera Maine, bringing power to the people of Maine.
For more information about the presenters and panelists on all the Greenlight Maine shows, visit greenlightmaine.com.
Welcome back to Greenlight Maine. It's always a tough decision for our judges, but it's time to find out who is moving on in the competition. Judges, who's it going to be? The winner is the Ropeco. Congratulations to Logan. He is moving on in the competition. That's all the time we have for today. We appreciate your feedback, so check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to learn more about our resources, the contestants, or if someone you know has any interest in starting a business, visit us at greenlightmaine.com. Have a fantastic Sunday. Congratulations. Great job.
Greenlight Maine has been brought to you by Emera Maine, bringing power to the people of Maine. Greenlight Maine would not be possible without the support of all of our corporate sponsors. Thank you.
Greenlight Maine has been a paid-for presentation by the Portland Media Group.